Welcome to Bruce Springsteen Guitar Lessons. Today's lesson is going to be The Price You Pay from The River. Hope you enjoy the video. Hello, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. So now what we're going to do is go through all the individual parts. Okay, so this song's in the key of G major. Tempo is roughly about 108 BPM, give or take. Let's take a look at the chords first. So you've got a standard G major chord. So Bruce likes kind of often to play it like this with his pinky finger on the 3rd fret high, so middle finger 2nd fret A, 3rd finger 3rd fret low E, and then the pinky 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the high. So standard G, and we've got C major. 1st finger 1st fret B, middle finger 2nd fret D, 3rd finger 3rd fret A, and then you've got B minor. Okay, this just happens in the kind of the B minor is in the intro, harmonica solo, and then the outro. Okay, so if you're not a fan of bar chords, it's not throughout the song. So, but 2nd fret from the A string, and then middle finger 3rd fret B, 3rd finger 4th fret D, little finger 4th fret G, a normal D chord. 1st finger 2nd fret G, 3rd finger 3rd fret B, middle finger 2nd fret high E, and then E minor, which is just in the 5th verse. So middle finger 2nd fret A, 3rd finger 2nd fret D. Cool. What I'm also going to do is put the song structure up on the screen now, so hopefully that allows you to break everything down and make sense of it all. All the song structures will be in the description of the YouTube video, you know, the drop down thing, so you can kind of copy and paste it into a Word file to break it all down. So any chords in brackets means there's more than one particular chord in that bar. Okay, so let's take a look at the intro first. So this kind of intro rhythm is also going to be in the harmonica solo and the outro as well. So you've got that classic down, down, up, down, up. And it's worth bearing in mind that when I've made the backing track for this and the guitar profile or PDF, if you get it in PDF format from the store or via codes from Subscribe Star, I've done 4 guitars. There's quite a lot of layers, I think. So if you're interested in the acoustic part, a really nice picking, feel free obviously to get the tab via jsmusicscore.co.uk. So go to the Bruce store there and get it in guitar profile or PDF format. So there's definitely a lot of layers in there. There's 2 other lead guitar parts. So if you get the files from the store, you'll get all 4 files, okay? But we're just gonna do the kind of the clean guitar that I think is happening. So what we're gonna do here, down, down, up, down, up. So that's 1 quarter note and then 6 1/8 notes. And then one of them's tied and start beat 3, that classic pattern that we've used so much. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. And the next part, you're going to do the C, but then change to the G on the and of 2. So what I mean by that is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and on that first upstroke. It works really well. So, and then you do that bar twice. B minor for a whole bar. G, C to G, and then C to G, then D. Okay, so it's bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bar 7, you're going to do C to G, 1, 2, and 3, and then on beat 4, just do a quarter note on the D. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1 bar of G. Cool, so fairly straightforward. Again, it's all about layers, that wonderful piano, organ, accordion as well. I don't happen to have a harmonica in the key of G, so I've sort of blagged it with an accordion for that harmonica solo, but I'll definitely have to get one, I think. So yes, so that's the intro, okay? And then let's now go through the verses. So the first verse, second verse, third verse, all pretty much the same. The fourth verse is the same in terms of structure behind it, but there's no guitar in it. It's just that bass. It's all stripped down in that fourth verse. Let's just take a look at the verses. Okay, so the only thing that's different is that 5th verse. So we're going to do first, second, and third verses. So G major, down, down, up for 2 bars. Then C major for 2 bars. Then G major for 2 bars. Then D major for 2 bars. Okay, and now basically the first 5 bars are the same. G for the next line, then C major, bar 3, bar 4, and bar 5 is the same, G, but then it goes to D, and 2 bars of C. Great pop songwriting this. Cool, and then the second verse exactly the same. Cool, then the first chorus. Cool, so the first chorus is just nice and simple, 2 bars of G. then C major, 2 bars. Then 1 bar of G, and D, and then 2 bars of C. So it's basically this, if you look at the song structure, it's like the second line of the verses, okay, for the choruses. Again, nice and simple, but brilliant. Again, you've got the harmonies, vocals as well. It sounds fantastic. Then you've got the third verse, same as the second and first. Again, that first chorus is exactly the same as the second chorus. Cool, so now onto the harmonica solo. So the harmonica solo basically starts off the same as your intro. So you've got this G, C to G, C to G, B minor. Now this time you go G, C to G, so the first 3 bars are the same, C to G again, then a whole bar of D, cool, and then 3 bars of C, 2, and 3, and then G, you let it ring out for a whole bar. Cool, and then there's 3 more bars of doing nothing basically, because it's just the basic, really stripped down before that 4th verse starts, okay? So that's a harmonica solo. In the song structure I put a little star by that first G just to show that that's the last, it's just that you play that as a whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next 3 bars you don't play. Cool, so then you've got the 4th verse, which is nice and easy because you do absolutely nothing, okay? So it's all about that, breaking it all down. So yes, it's just the 4th verse, the chords behind it are exactly the same as your 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Cool, so now you've got the 5th verse. So the 5th verse starts off exactly the same as your 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So you've got the G, 2 bars, and then C major for 2 bars, G major for 2 bars, D major for 2 bars. Good, G major for 2 bars. So all starting off pretty much the same. C major for 2 bars, this is all pretty much the same. And then you've got 1 bar of G, 1 bar of D, so still the same, but then E minor for 1 bar rather than C, and then you go to C. So instead of 2 bars of C, you've got an E minor and then a C. And then you've got 4 more bars after that, which is basically, we've got G, D, and then that really high note from Bruce. So G, and just I would hold on that C, piano does a little riff, and then massive snare hit, and then back into the outro. So those last 4 bars of the 5th verse, G, D, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, and now in the outro, again, pretty much the same as the first 2 lines of the harmonica solo, but done twice. It does fade out on record, so I've just extended it on the backing track that I made from this. And don't forget, any of the backing tracks I make, you can get from JS Music School store. You can download it straight away. If you're a Subscribe star, you get codes sent out to your email address on the 7th month to buy from that store, as well as obviously extra bits and pieces. Cool, so let's go through the outro. So you got the G, C, G, C, B minor, G, C, G, C, G, D. And then you do that twice, and then just end on G to finish with. It's quite a nice simple song. There is lots of other cool little parts. Again, definitely check those tabs out on the website. Got some intricate guitar parts, I think, as well, and also the acoustic. I think there might be a steel string in there as well. So I've just put acoustic on there as well. It just really fills up and sounds awesome. So hope you've enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications if you haven't already. Any questions about Subscribe Star or getting files from the store, let me know. All song requests are done via monthly polls on Subscribe Star. So if you want to get involved in that, sign up to the Bruce Legend tier. Any questions about that, let me know. Any comments, feel free to let me know below. And give it a thumbs up as well. So I'll see you next time. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye. If you'd like to get Guitar Pro files, tab PDFs, backing tracks from any of these tutorials, head over to either the Subscribe Star page or my website, jsmusicschool.co.uk. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. Thanks very much. See you on the next one.